Commander's Log, Day 43. Recon reports confirmed our worst fears. A joint Allied force was moving in fast. British armor from the west, American infantry from the east, 4 divisions. We had 3 to hold. Our orders were clear: dig in and hold the line, no retreat, no reinforcements. We laid Flak 36s along the hills. HMG emplacements locked down every approach. We weren't just defending ground, we were trying to bleed them out. The first shells fell before dawn. They never stopped. This is where the war for us truly began. Against all odds, we held.
First contact. 2 squads advanced past the compound's north side. Enemy infantry tried to hold cover. Didn't last. A flanking squad cut them off from the south. Forced retreat. We moved into defensive positions. 1 squad held the upper floor. 2 more behind the barricades. Then we saw them. Infantry creeping around the flank. A machine gun locked us down. Suppression fire tore through cover. We had no choice. We pulled back. We advanced with the Flak panzer leading. Infantry close behind. Enemy armor responded. Light but dangerous. 1 squad broke off and lobbed an AT grenade. The panzer fell back and the enemy pulled with it. Intel came in. Enemy units were moving to cut us off. Our flank was exposed. Too many angles. We pulled back to a tighter position, one we could hold. Then we regrouped behind enemy lines, prepping for a breakout. Back to friendly territory, or not at all.
Our capture point is being neutralized by the enemy. Enemy forces have taken our territory. An emplacement has been destroyed. A simple task. Armory upgrade complete, Commandant.
Driver, back in your seat.
We'll get this fixed, right, boys?
Commandant, we hear you.
Driver, stay alert out here. That should hold you for now.
Reporting here.
Territory sector lost.
Beginning rudimentary repairs.
Utility crew, help you.
Weapon crew, standing by. New guy, follow me.
Yeah, we launched our counterattack. Objective: reconnect with friendly lines. But the fortress wasn't empty. They followed us. We broke through. Re-established contact with our lines. No time to regroup. The fortress was still under threat. We redirected all available units, moved to crush the assault before it could dig in. Enemy armor struck from behind, right where we came from. We were trapped in a 2-front fight. Reconnect or be crushed between them. Then came what? Enemy armor at Wehrmacht HQ. They weren't as seasoned as us, but armor is armor. While we were clearing the fortress, they struck our flank. We were forced to pull back. Again, all units retreated to HQ. We lost the Panzer, but the 88 was ready. And when it opened fire, it tore them apart.
Enemy fire has reached our allies' headquarters. Commandant, we have surplus command points that evade our location.
Salvage truck reached the Flak Panzer. Repairs on the way. We moved our pack guns and infantry forward to reinforce the Wehrmacht. They weren't used to desert fighting. It was the first time they stood their ground, and the last time they stood alone. Then came the report. One of the Wehrmacht HQs was gone. That army was in full retreat. Their line collapsed. That left just us and one Allied force to face the full weight of the enemy. The Flak 88 did its job, armor leveling close. And our infantry held, bloody but unbroken. Once the enemy was cleared, we pushed forward to secure what was left of their HQ. They needed time to regroup. We gave it to them. But now we held two fronts, ours and theirs. We were stretched thin, armor, crews, ammo. But until they returned, we stood in their place.
It's that weapon! Make room for the crew! Medical vehicle is stopped! Medical vehicle relocating! Back and through here! Transport here! Orders acknowledged!
With their HQ secure, the Wehrmacht returned. They began rebuilding fortifications, slowly, cautiously. But the enemy was already nearing our own HQ. We couldn't pull back, and we couldn't leave them exposed. It would take time we didn't have. Enemy armor rushed the Wehrmacht position, aiming to cut them off again. But just in time, a second Flak 88 rolled in. The Americans spotted it setting up and changed their minds. But not fast enough. One round fired, and that armor learned its place. For hours they came. Armor, infantry, everything they had. But the Flak 88 never stopped. They called it suicide. We called it holding the line.
Utility vehicle standing by. Stop stripping that wreck.
Gets easier every time.
Oh, we finally pushed forward, all the way to the fortress gates. Infantry rushed in. Engineers deployed an HMG emplacement. Then came the armor, rolling in to push us back. So we called up the Flak 88. Time to show them what the Afrikakorps can do.
Open up! Fire at will!
The Flak 88 was in position. The enemy didn't know it yet. She fired once, and they understood. 2 armored vehicles destroyed in seconds. The Americans stopped advancing. They wouldn't test her again. Meanwhile, outside the fortress, our second Flak 88 repositioned to the front gate. She came down hard, dropped the gate. The message was clear. Any armor trying to exit would be met with fire. With the Flak 88 guarding the gate, our infantry advanced into the fortress. They knew they could fall back if needed, but they didn't. The first position was taken quickly. Our men cleared the building and forced the enemy to retreat. We had our foothold. The fortress was ours now. For hours, we held our position. Relentless waves of British and American troops came crashing down. Eventually, they forced us back, all the way to the fortress gate. But this wasn't over. I moved what units we had left to the gate, preparing to break back in. Wow! We launched the final push into the fortress. Engineers moved quickly, setting up HMG emplacements to lock it down. The Flak 88s kept enemy armor at bay. The machine guns tore through anything on foot. This time, we weren't giving it back. After constant fighting, the fortress was a fortress in truth. HMG emplacements covered every approach. Sending infantry in first would be suicide. Armor tried, but the Flaks turned them back. Then came word from high command. A Tiger was inbound. Finally, the beast was coming to the front. Then came the signal. Heavy artillery was now available. Finally a break. We could push the British and Americans back with bombardment. Our men heard the news, and for the first time in hours, it was easier. We weren't just holding them off, we were striking back. It was a slow grinding push. No glory, just stubborn fire and steel. But inch by inch, we gained ground until we reached a position in the center. That changed everything. The enemy shifted their focus to us, and our allies finally had room to breathe. The next day, we made significant gains. Morale among the men was fair. Some believed that the end was near. Others weren't so sure. I asked High Command for an update on the Tiger. They said it was still needed on the Eastern Front and wouldn't be sent until no longer required there. I didn't tell the men. If they knew the Tiger wasn't coming, morale would collapse. As I continued issuing orders, we pushed deeper into the battlefield. Then I got the call. The Tiger was en route. I asked, "Are you certain? Not playing, not delaying?" They answered, "Guaranteed." When I told the men, morale didn't just rise, it ignited. The beast was finally coming. Then I saw her. The Tiger had arrived. Her 88mm cannon, a weapon of legend. Her armor, thick, unyielding. She prowled toward the front line, and every man who saw her stood taller. The beast had joined the fight. The Tiger launched her assault on the enemy position. Her 88 opened fire, a thunderclap across the battlefield. The enemy saw her and trembled. They broke. They ran. My infantry surged forward, following her tracks, feeling the roar in their chests and the quake in the earth. This wasn't just a push. It was domination. Nor might I orders the Tiger to fall back. The Wehrmacht wasn't holding their flank, and our supply line was exposed. I had no choice but to fortify it myself. Fresh troops, inexperienced, they fought hard on the Eastern Front from what I'd heard. But out here in the sand, they were lost. With our supply secured, the Tiger surged forward, claws bare, ready to strike. My infantry followed along the flanks, swift and silent. We weren't just advancing. We were hunting. As the Tiger pounced, our men struck at the enemy's legs, cutting off escape. And the beast claimed her prey. My men began setting up HMGs, making sure the prey wouldn't escape its cave. With the enemy surrounded, the Tiger made her final move, and we followed her lead. My infantry struck from all sides and we took them down, one by one, until there was no one left to resist us. But this victory, it wasn't just steel and strategy, it was men. Every soldier who dug into the sand, who held a line under fire, who stepped forward when retreat was easier, they made this happen. The ones who built emplacements under bombardment, the ones who carried wounded comrades, the ones who stood behind the flak when the smoke was thick and the shells were falling. They made this fortress ours. They didn't have to be heroes, but they became them anyway. We lost ground. We reclaimed it. We bled for every inch. And when the tiger came, it wasn't just to finish the fight. It came to witness what we had already won. The right to stand tall. To every man who stood beside me, this victory is yours. Against all odds. We held.